Hello, this is Greg at Reserve My Court. And today we're going to have a look at the concurrent rule type. This is one in several video series about all the different rule types we have. And so, as always, I want to start off showing you where we are on the site. We're under Club Settings, and then Amenity Rules and Fees, and then I'm going to click the Add Rule button. So here, as always, we select the rule type. Down the list, and you may have to scroll down a little bit, is the concurrent rule type. And again, this shows you exactly what this rule type is meant to do, and it says limit how many amenities can be reserved at the same time. So a lot of clubs have told us, we don't mind if a user makes a reservation in the morning and then maybe later that afternoon or evening, but we really don't want them reserving more than one court or amenity at the same time. And so that's what this rule is meant to prevent. So let's just say we're going to call this limit 1 concurrent reservation. And then we go to next. And here we have an option to put what we want here. So we called it 1, so we're going to say a maximum of 1 concurrent reservation. But you could do more than this if you wanted to. I don't know that I've had anybody ask for that, but you could say, no, we only limit them to 2 or 3 courts or whatever you want. But in this case, like most people, I think you're going to be limiting it to 1 concurrent reservation at a time if this is something you need. So I'm going to do that. And again, you can do this at all times, or you can say I'm going to select specific days and times. So you can get very specific with this rule. So on selected days, you can come in and say I'm going to do Monday and Tuesday, from let's go down here to say something like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., whatever. You could do something different, excuse me, on Wednesday and Thursday. So you could get really crazy with this if you wanted to. So you do have that full flexibility to apply this rule in all kinds of unique ways. But I'm going to start over here, but we're just going to do it for now as a very basic one so we can see how it works. So again, we'll say limit 1 concurrent reservation. And we'll go here and we'll set this for 1. And we'll just set it for all times. As with all rules, you can say when this rule starts and when it ends. For the most part, unless you're doing something that's seasonal or something like that, you probably want your rule to start right away and never really end, but you could if you had something different in the winter and the summer and needed to do that, you could set that up like that. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go next, and again, we're going to apply this, and in this case, we're going to apply it to all the courts, but if it's only some specific courts you want to apply this rule to, you could do that. And again, specifically what user type or user role this would be applied to. Perhaps you wouldn't apply this to you as a super admin because you might need to make team schedules where you need to block off multiple courts or reserve multiple courts at the same time. If you're using captain roles and you have captains out there who are making schedules for their teams, they may also not need this rule applied to them. For now, I'm going to apply it to all these roles, but again, in a real world scenario, for sure, you would really not apply this type of rule to the super admin role and perhaps others. I'm going to do that now just so we can see the effect of it. So I'm going to submit that rule. Once it goes in, I'm going to go to the schedule, and we will see if we can create some rule reservations that are side by side here. So I actually already have some reservations in here. So let's see if I'm going to go right here and see if I can reserve this court. And you'll see it kind of overlaps with the reservation I already have on court 3. And then let's go try to make that reservation. And let's see what we get. Oh, you're only allowed 1 concurrent reservation. So you can see that doesn't work at all. Let's say I go down here and I'm starting fresh and creating here. And I'm going to do it on court 2. And when I get here, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm also going to do court 2 and court 3 at the same time here and do it again. And you'll see I get the same message. So, but if I go in and just, of course, reserve one of these courts, should have no problem with this. And there we go. So that's really it. That's how a concurrent rule works. As always, if you have questions about this rule, any other rule, or any other feature of Reserve My Court, we're happy to help and assist you with that. You can give me a call at any time at 678 880-9042 or by email. That's greg@reservemycourt.com. Thanks so much.